Hey everybody, thank you for stopping by the channel. Logan Allen Williamson here, and in this episode, or this video, I've got a very special guest. For some real estate agents that are gonna watch this is gonna be life-changing. I've got Pat Hayes, my business partner and my mentor, who is gonna come in and talk about the EXP model. He's gonna talk about leveraging the efficiency with EXP that allowed him to close over 890 transactions in 1 month during the pandemic. He's gonna talk about how the model can be leveraged to help you scale faster, to help you achieve your goals quicker with what EXP offers. He's an incredible guy, and in this video, I'm telling you, open your ears, listen to what he's saying, and try to look at this unbiased, without emotion, to look at the model, because it's changing agents' lives. If we're not talking about revenue share, if we're not talking about equity, just the advantages that EXP gives to agents for closing transactions alone, as far as access to brokers, access to the cloud, getting information and getting tech questions answered in almost real time, with being able to walk into the cloud and get things answered at all times of day, because now we're open in markets across the globe. It's an incredibly efficient model, and there are agents that are simply dominating by leveraging it. Stick around. If you're not already doing so, please follow me on Instagram. I'd love to have you follow me there. I put out some great content related to real estate. And also, if you are interested in joining my group at EXP, the Agent Wolfpack, I've got some incredible partners: Pat Hayes, Mike Sherrard, Connor Steinbrook. Our team is growing. We're leveraging social media workshops. We're leveraging training from some of the most elite agents in the world who had been named top 1% agents in their market, top 1% social media influencers in their market for real estate, and they are a part of our group, and we communicate with each other frequently to help each other win and dominate in today's market. All that being said, it was long-winded. If you want information about joining my group at EXP, go to wolfpackagent.com and sit back, relax, and enjoy this interview, because Pat Hayes is going to bring the heat.
All right, guys, thanks for jumping on. I'm super excited for this one. We've got one of the shining stars at EXP, certainly one of the top 100 in the company, here to share a couple things with us. I've got my business partner, my mentor, my coach, and a part of Team Wolfpack here with my mentors, Connor and Mike Sherrard. Got Pat Hayes on the line. As you'll hear, going into some of Pat's backstory, pretty incredible with EXP, the opportunity that things have created. Pat closed 891 transactions. That's right, 891 in 1 month during the pandemic. He's grown his organization to over 2,400 agents in multiple states. This guy is an absolute super beast out of Texas. Hey, Pat, appreciate you being on the line, brother.
Hey, man. Well, hey, thank you so much, Logan, for inviting me here. And yeah, super excited to share my story with you and how EXP has truly come in my life and changed my life. I know those are some big words, but I'll definitely answer all of those questions here within the interview, though. But yeah, man, thanks for having me on, man. Super excited to be here.
Awesome. Well, we're excited to have you too. And I know that the audience is going to find a ton of value in this. Just to give you an idea, so agents are going to be watching this, certainly new agents that are following my content, a lot of corporate professionals that are looking at making their corporate exit, which I'm sure we'll get into here for the story that you have with your wife.
Right.
But essentially, just like everybody that's looking at EXP, similar to myself, there's a lot of misinformation out there. There's a lot of fragmented information out there. And quite frankly, this is an opportunity for us to clear the air about what I think is the best opportunity that exists currently in the real estate industry. So in my humble opinion, the opportunity to basically create more income opportunity by doing the same amount of work, create time savings, and create true wealth in real estate. It's just an opportunity through EXP that is somewhat unprecedented, again, in my humble opinion. But Pat, if you just kind of want to roll through for the audience, for anybody that doesn't know you, maybe somebody's been living under a rock for a couple of years, but could just kind of walk us through your backstory and an introduction to yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So Pat Hayes here with EXP Realty, based out of San Antonio, Texas here. Been in real estate for about 7 years. Before my real estate career, I owned multiple businesses. And then before that, I was actually right out of college in medical sales here in San Antonio for a little over 6 years, and really found my passion out of everything that I've ever done was really selling real estate. And so I started my career at a boutique brokerage firm, where my first year I sold about $3.2 million in production as a single agent, and really wanted to go to the next level. And but didn't really know what to do other than the traditional way of become a team leader, hire a few buyers agents, and start growing your real estate team. And so I did that. So my first full year was in 2014. That's whenever I did my $3.2 million in production. Started my team in 2015. We did 61 transactions, $12.5 million in production. And then in December, at the end of my second full year, December of 2015, I got a life-changing phone call from my mentor and sponsor here in San Antonio, Scott Lewis, wanting me to have an open mind to take a look at a new business model that was changing the way that agents were getting compensated and also disrupt the real estate industry. And so I said, absolutely, I'll definitely take a look at it. And so had that meeting, took a look at it, and was just absolutely blown away with what EXP had to offer. And so here I am. Fast forward, I've been able to personally sponsor 42 agents to the organization. Just like what you said, that's grown into over 2,400 agents spanning 45 states, 5 Canadian provinces, and Australia. And so a lot of fun, truly life-changing. But just like what Gene Frederick says, EXP is making real estate fun again.
100%. I think at this stage, and I chatted about this with Mike and certainly with Connor as well, Mike Sherrard and Connor Steinbrook, for those of you that haven't seen the videos, but there's a stigma that comes along with EXP at this point. You know, if you're in the industry, you've definitely heard the buzz phrase or the buzzword EXP, and the stigma behind the model is simply that we are a recruiting centric organization. Now, what you look at with EXP is so many different opportunities beyond just recruiting. And for one, I thought we could touch on here is just going into some of the technology. I mean, you have a lot of agents that are, gosh, I don't want to use the wrong verbiage here, but are not capping agents. You have agents that are just doing a handful of transactions per year on that commission roller coaster, if you will, in the industry. And you're coming in with KXP and you're seeing a lot of agents even become icon top producing agents, leveraging technology through things like KV Core, leveraging the Make It Rain program for lead generation. So Pat, if you don't mind, if you could just kind of go through $85 a month, what that covers and how EXP is actually empowering agents to grow their business, even if they have 0% focus on recruiting any agents to the organization.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and we're we're a real estate brokerage firm first. You know, we want to help these agents sell a ton of real estate, and so that's kind of really what attracted me over to the EXP model is the training that EXP has to offer to all the agents. You know, anywhere from 60 to 80 hours of free live training every single week in our EXP world, and then also a lot of lead gen systems through KV Core, which is a massive lead generation platform system outside of EXP that would cost an agent about $1,000 setup fee, anywhere from $600 to $800 per month. And we actually give that to the agents for $50 a month to help them generate massive amounts of buyer and seller leads. Obviously, you know, we're realtors. We're in the lead gen business. You know, if we don't have any leads, you know, we're out of business, right? And so we need to help our agents, learn how and show them how to generate a massive amounts of buyer and seller leads, you know, for free, right? And so, that's why a lot of agents are actually looking at EXP and making the move over to EXP is because of our training in our lead gen systems, right? We offer a lot more, the equity awards as well as the revenue sharing model, but the lead gen systems is absolutely amazing. You know, we've got a lot of agents selling a ton of real estate from the training that we have to offer, then also from the lead gen systems through KV Core. And so, I'm generating anywhere from about 50 to 75 leads per week through KV Core with the system that EXP has to offer. So it's a game changer whenever it comes to selling real estate.
Which is cool. And even beyond the technology, you know, what a lot of folks are starting to understand with EXP is that back in the day, you know, the traditional brick and mortar brokerage with the limited network that gives you, I mean, yeah, there's some great minds in the industry, of course, and there's a lot of great experience. But as an agent inside of an office, when you come up against a complex issue, maybe you're in a tough escrow, maybe you have maybe you're developing land and you've never done that before, so you got to learn about perk testing, something like that. When you have a question and you take that to your broker internally inside of your office, maybe you get one or two folks that are willing to collaborate and give you the information that may help you. But in EXP, going into the cloud, you get to collaborate with guys like yourself, with gals who are top producing agents that are icon agents around the country. So you get to really mastermind with the best of the best in the industry, now expanding out of the North America, and even expand and mastermind globally with all the top minds in the industry. So beyond that tech that is offered for lead generation, we also have this collaborative effort with the EXP, which is just, it's pretty incredible to learn from some of the great minds inside of the cloud. So all that being said, and to segue into, I guess, just the lifestyle of an EXP agent. So as everybody knows, as a cloud-based brokerage, things are presumably moving in the direction of a lot more brokerages becoming cloud-based, but EXP has got proof of concept. The infrastructure is built. This thing is growing at a massive rate. We're expanding globally. We've also got what will be a lifestyle that differs for a lot of agents that are coming on board 5 years from now, as opposed to coming on board here in the near term. So talking about lifestyle as an agent, talking about the difference in a lifestyle for an agent like yourself, who's been in the industry for 7 years and has now built this massive business with EXP, as opposed to maybe the guy that's out there working 80, 90 hours a week just to, break that 200K mark per year, who's been in the industry for 7 years, that is grinding his face off. So Pat, if you could kind of touch on the lifestyle being a part of EXP, I think that'd be powerful.
Yeah, absolutely. EXP does offer multiple ways to create, income, multiple ways to create more income, and then also a way to create massive wealth as a realtor, right? And so we have, we have a revenue share model, right? So you can share EXP with other agents all across the country and start building another passive income stream through the revenue share model, which pays off of revenue share 7 tiers deep. And so that's how I've been able to build my organization of over 2,400 agents that did sell, 891 transactions in the month of, in the month of May. And then I'm getting a revenue share check again tomorrow for the month of June for June's transactions. And I actually hit 960 transactions with my team.
Yeah, it's just a modest check, right, Pat?
With my team. That's going to pay a nice revenue share check tomorrow on the 22nd of July. But anyway, so in regards to the revenue share, it's truly a game changer whenever it comes just to talking to a few agents who go out and talk to a few agents who go out and talk to a few agents, right? And so we're truly able to grow an organization that we're shareholders of and get compensated very handsomely for it. You don't have to do it, but why wouldn't agents want to do it just to create, a few extra, $1,000 a month or, whatever it is, whatever you want to do. And then also with the equity awards, since we are a publicly traded company, EXPI is our ticker symbol, and our stock, so, growing, very nicely, you're able to actually acquire stock several different ways to truly kind of start building wealth as a realtor alongside of selling real estate throughout your career. So it's kind of acting as a exit strategy for the revenue share model and also for the stock. So whenever you want to kind of stop or slow down or retire from real estate, you've got something to fall back on. With the traditional model, you're really only as good as your last sale. You're out there grinding on that hamster wheel. Whenever you're done, or whenever you want to sell your team or your book of business, you can do that, but it's very hard to do that. With this, with the revenue share and also with the equity awards, that's what's very attractive as well to agents, because you can't go out and do this anywhere else other than EXP. There's no other publicly traded company that actually gives stock away to the agents for selling real estate. There's no other brokerage firm out there that will give you revenue sharing for helping you grow the organization that you're a shareholder of. So those two right there, it's a game changer in the industry and a game changer that EXP has to offer.
100%. And even starting to have conversations with some of these broker owners now with teams of, let's call it 50 to 250 agents. There's a lot of patriotism there. And it's one of those things where typically a broker always has the agent experience in mind. How am I going to empower my agents to basically grow and explode their careers? With EXP, for crying out loud, having a full-time recruiter basically work for you inside your company is going to cost you what, $45,000 to $75,000 a year. And essentially what you're doing is empowering your agents to go be those internal recruiters for you while giving them equity options in a company to grow their wealth inside of their business. So I'm glad that we touched on that. Yeah. As far as the opportunity cost of time, Pat, seeing this brokerage now grow to in excess of 30,000 agents, looking into the crystal ball with the forecast of potentially 400 to 5,000 agents over the course of the next 4 to 6 years. If those numbers are true, which everybody who's a part of the organization believes in those numbers being true and coming to fruition, can you talk a little bit about the opportunity cost of time joining EXP now, as opposed to those agents that are going to maybe sit on their hands and maybe join 3-4 years from now after we have expanded globally and kind of watch this thing blossom even more so than it has?
Yeah, no, great question. So just to kind of share with you kind of my numbers and how fast we have grown. So whenever I joined EXP in December of 2015 here in San Antonio, we had 5 agents just here in San Antonio. Now we have over 900 EXP agents just here in my market here in San Antonio, right? And so we're definitely, we're definitely growing very fast. And so then nationwide, whenever I joined, we had 805 agents. I'm actually agent 806. And just like what you said, we just surpassed over 31,000 agents just a few days ago. And so I was actually at a leadership event last August in Las Vegas with Glenn Sanford and our founder of EXP. And Glenn Sanford said, I'm a firm believer in the next 10 more years that EXP is going to be over 400,000 agents strong, doing business in over 40 plus countries. So, wow, just see where we are right now, 31,000 agents, the next 10 more years, 400, 500, maybe 600,000 plus agents, hopefully it's more than that, but we like to, be conservative though. But, a lot of agents say, well, Pat, I missed the boat because, whenever you joined, there was less than 1,000 agents and now you have 31,000 agents and, I missed this whole opportunity. Absolutely not. This is a ground floor opportunity still. I call it, this is the garage of EXP still, 31,000 agents strong. Just wait until we hit, 500,000 agents here in the next several years or so. So, this is still a great gold mine of an opportunity to help in to join forces and lock arms with EXP to help us grow and help us get to that milestone of 400,000 agents plus.
I love it. That's always exciting to kind of see where things are going. So I alluded to this at the beginning, Pat, but there are going to be a lot of folks that are watching this where, similar to myself, we have this past corporate life. Okay, so maybe we didn't anticipate as we're going through university that we're going to get into full-time entrepreneurship as a real estate professional, but somewhere along the line, it just seemed to make sense, right? We got passionate about the real estate industry. So I know that you had a taste for real estate after you got started, and it obviously birthed an incredible career for you, but there's also an incredible story that exists around what you were able to do for your wife through, being underneath the EXP umbrella. So if you don't mind, would you share that story with us?
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, I love sharing the story because, whenever I say life changing, I mean, this is kind of really, how it really was able to change our life as a family, and also as in my business as well, too. So my wife, she was a physical therapist for over 15 years here in San Antonio. She managed about 75 physical therapists, about 18 locations here in San Antonio. And, great corporate America job, great salary, great benefits, the bonuses, the trips, the awards, the incentives, all that good stuff, right? That's corporate America, right? Great, good job security, all that good stuff. Well, 2 years ago in January of 2018, Angel, my wife, came to me and said, what, I'm just sick and tired of corporate America. I see you out there having all this fun, traveling, doing all these EXP presentations, growing, making a good living and making great income for the family. And she said, hey, listen, I'm ready to kind of retire from corporate America, and I want to get my real estate license, and I want to be able to help you keep on growing EXP, and we can work together. I said, hey, that's great, but it was kind of hard to throw away a six-figure salary just kind of out the door, right? And so I said, hey, why don't we set a great, big, large goal of whenever my revenue share check hits $50,000 in 1 month, in revenue share, I'll let you give your, 60-day notice to corporate America, and then you can, leave on good terms and help hire the replacement, and then you can get your real estate license and then come on board with me. So we set that goal of January of 2018, and then in July of 2018, 6 months later, we hit that goal. She was able to give her 60-day notice and leave corporate America on great terms and get her real estate license. And by November of 2008, she was licensed with EXP, and we've been having a lot of fun ever since.
That's an incredible story.
Yeah.
I love hearing that. So,
and the reason why I say that is because, what? I couldn't have done that anywhere else. I couldn't have done that at other brokerage firms out there. I couldn't have done that at Keller Williams, Century 21, Coldwell Banker, and nothing bad about those companies, great companies out there. But I just couldn't have hung my license with them and set those goals and hit those goals. I just couldn't have done that because it's a different business model than what we have to offer, right? And so, the franchise model, it's going away, it's dying. We're not a franchise. We're one brokerage firm, and growing in 50 U.S. states. We're in multiple provinces in Canada, Australia, and the UK. Getting ready to open up 4 new countries here within the next several months, and so. It's a great opportunity to come in and change agents' lives, change your own lives. Just like I said, I got a life-changing phone call December of 2015. Now I'm able to reciprocate that and give other agents life-changing phone calls to help them change their life, to help them sell more real estate, to help them start acquiring wealth and start building true wealth with the stock. And then also to show them how to share this with just a few agents who can go share it with a few agents, who can go share it with a few agents, to help create another passive income stream to help them make more money as well too. So it's a lot of fun. I'm very passionate about it.
I love it. Yeah, they say in business, you're either a Boy Scout or you're a cowboy, right? And there are a lot of folks that fall into the Boy Scout territory as an entrepreneur where they try to do everything by the book and they look at a model like EXP and there's a lot of skepticism that surrounds it. So as this brokerage, it's not like you hear a story from somebody like yourself with these incredible numbers who's created this incredible opportunity for themselves and for their family. And we're preaching these things, and then behind closed doors, we're on a 50-50 split. Or, there's no 100% commission after you cap, or there's something along the lines that are just a little bit off, right? The model just simply provides so much value to the producing real estate professional out there. But if you have somebody that falls into that Boy Scout territory that thinks that everything is too good to be true at EXP, I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid, maybe I've been considering it, I'm on the fence, but nothing ever is going to happen for me like it happened to a guy like Pat or to his family, just because those numbers are too big. I can't wrap my head around any sort of success on those levels. So what would you say to somebody who's on the fence, or somebody that falls into the skeptic category about thinking that they just simply can't build something like maybe you have built, or like I'm building, or my partners Mike and Connor have built?
Yeah. And what I tell these agents is, hey guys, if I can do it, anybody can do it. It's not like I had, 20 years of real estate sales experience where I moved over to EXP and all these agents followed me. No. I had 2 years, just 2 years of real estate sales experience. And so whenever I joined EXP, I was just excited and I just shared it with as many agents as possible. That was it, right? And sure, they told me no, they thought I was crazy. They said EXP who, whatever it is. And I just kept my nose down and just kept talking to agents, talking to as many agents as possible. That's all I wanted to do, right? I set a goal. I want to have at least 3 meaningful conversations every single day with 3 new agents about EXP, right? So some days I had more, some days I had less, whatever it is, but I just set that goal, 3 new agents every single day. And that's what helped me build that foundation of 42 agents, right? And so, I was talking to the agents that I was closing deals with. I was talking to agents that I was meeting at these leadership events, these real estate leadership events. I was talking to agents, on social media, whenever I was, connecting with them and becoming friends with them on social media, right? So I was just talking to anybody and everybody, if they were a realtor, about EXP, right? And so, and what I always say is like, hey, listen, say, know what you're saying no to, right? A lot of agents said, oh yeah, I've heard of EXP. Sure, you've heard about it, but have you actually sat down and educated yourself and watched the video? It's about 99% visual. Have you sat down and watched the video? Oh no, I haven't. Hey, if I sent you a video, would you watch it? If I sent you a video, would you watch it? Yeah, sure, Pat. And I want to build that relationship with them. I don't want to just throw up EXP on them and send them all these videos and content and this. And I say, no, listen, hey, if you're open to, learning more, if I sent you a video, would you watch it? I would love your honest feedback about our business model, but it's about 99% visual. Let me send you over a short video. Then, hey, let's follow back up. Right. And so a lot of the agents, they just see EXP and they say no without knowing what they're saying no to. Right. And so for the agents out there listening, know what you're saying no to. Hey, if you watch the video and you do your research and it's still not a good fit, hey, that's totally fine. Hey, totally get it. Maybe it's not the right time for you. But if you watch the video and educate yourself on it, I think you might, and you have an open mind, I think you might be interested, because what do you have to lose? It's not like you have to go out and buy this, very expensive franchise territory or, these big office leases and all that stuff. None of that, guys. Whenever I joined, it was $99. A $99 investment changed my life. Now it's $149. $149 simple investment could potentially change your life and your family's life and your business lives, right? So just take that investment and set your ego aside and take a look at the video and have some calls with some other agents, have some calls with myself, have some calls with some other leaders that have built bigger organizations than I have. Out of 31,000 agents, I'm number 17 in the organization right now, out of the largest revenue share organizations. Talk to number 10, talk to number 8, talk to number 1, right? Or hey, talk to an agent, if you're a team leader, hey, we'll get you on the phone with another team leader. Hey, why did you make the move? If you're a independent broker and you brought your whole team over, hey, and you want to bring your whole team over, hey, talk to that other broker, that independent broker that just made the transition and brought their whole entire team over to EXP. If you're a brand new agent, talk to another brand new agent. Hey, what made you join EXP? And so we're here to help you. We're here to guide you, right? So it's not like we want it to be a good fit for everybody, right? And timing is everything, right? We want it to be the perfect timing. for not only for yourself, but for yourself and for your business and for your family and for your team. And so trust me, what EXP has to offer, there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to take a look at this, because you know what? This is a game changer, and we're the fastest growing brokerage firm in US history right now, making life-changing opportunities for these agents. And that's whenever I say life-changing, those are some big words, right? Big words. But you know what? With my numbers, with what EXP has to offer in regards to the revenue share, with the equity awards, and help me sell more real estate, why wouldn't that be life-changing? And I was able to get my wife out of corporate America.
Yeah, thanks, Pat. I mean, once we dive into the numbers, I mean, for me, honestly, it's never happened, but I say seldom does it ever happen, that when you remove patriotism, when you sit down at the table with an open mind and you start to actually scribble some numbers on paper, people start to, well, what we joke about is once you see the model, you can't unsee the model, right?
Exactly. Yep.
So it tends to make a lot of sense. And literally at this point, again, EXP, we've got proof of concept. If you're a broker owner, if you're a team leader as a top producer, if you are somebody that just wants to come in as a full-time recruiter, even though I wouldn't recommend that as best practice, but there are folks that do it. We have examples all across the country and starting to be all across the world now of people that were in situations that inevitably are similar to yours. If you're out there as a broker owner, a team leader, or somebody that wants to come in and put in a ton of effort for recruiting. But we've seen agents that have been top producing agents come over, do the same amount of work, basically take on a lot of equity over the course of a couple of years just based on the stock awards. You have folks that have built incredible businesses just off of rev share. For a number of different reasons, it makes sense. But Pat, what you alluded to is just jumping on a call. And I would encourage, if you're watching this and you want to learn more, there are going to be links at the bottom of this video and definitely in the description. You can jump on a one-on-one call with myself. Pat and I jump on calls. I jump on calls with my partners, Mike and Connor. And we want to make sure that we are vested in your success if this is something that you choose to do. Come over and explore EXP. Pat, thanks for diving in. It's been incredible having you on the show today.
You bet, man. Well, hey, thanks for having me. And just like what I said and what you said, once you see it, you can't unsee it. That's a famous quote by my good friend Jay Kinder and my good friend Gene Frederick. EXP is making real estate fun again. Hey, let's go have some fun.
Right on. Thanks for stopping by, everybody.
Hey, you bet, man. Thanks, bud.